In a world where cruelty and deception sometimes darken the human soul, it is unsettling to think that such darkness can emerge from the very core of a familial bond. The recent case of Rudy Farias serves as a chilling reminder that even a mother, who should epitomize care and protection, can be capable of unspeakable acts. Imagine being a 17-year-old boy, vulnerable and seeking love and support, only to find yourself entangled in a web of deceit spun by your own mother. This is the harrowing reality that Rudy Farias faced, as he discovered that the person who should have been his greatest protector became the architect of his suffering. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crimeco, where we break down some of the most gruesome true crime cases from all over the world, giving you the most up-to-date detailed information. If that sounds like something you are interested in, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a like. A like from you really helps the channel. Thank you. Now let's dive in. Rudy Farias, born in Houston in October 1997, was the son of Rudolph Farias, a Houston police officer, and Janie Santana. His early life was marred by tragic events that would shape his future. In 2011, at the tender age of 13, Rudy experienced the loss of his half-brother Charles Uresti, who tragically perished in a motorcycle crash. Witnessing his best friend's demise shattered Rudy's world, thrusting him into a realm of grief and sorrow no young soul should endure. Another devastating blow struck in 2014 when Rudy's father took his own life amidst an investigation into a fake speed ticketing scheme. The revelation that officers had been falsely claiming to witness speeding infractions for financial gain cast a dark shadow over Rudy's family. The trauma of losing his brother and father at such a young age left deep scars on Rudy's fragile psyche, setting the stage for the tumultuous events that would follow. On March 6, 2015, Rudy Farias reportedly left his home in Houston, Texas. Around 6 p.m., his intention was to take his two dogs for a walk in the vicinity of Tidwell and Park Drive in northwest Houston. However, a few hours later, only one of the dogs returned home. The following morning, the second dog also made its way back, leaving Rudy's whereabouts unknown. Concerned for his well-being, Rudy's mother, Janie Santana, reported him missing to the authorities on March 7, 2015. A missing person report was filed, and a search for Rudy was initiated. The report mentioned that Rudy, who was 17 years old at the time, had been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, depression, and anxiety. It was also noted that he had likely stopped taking his prescribed medication prior to his disappearance. Described as being 5'8" tall, weighing approximately 215 pounds, and having brown hair and brown eyes, Rudy Farias' disappearance quickly gained attention from the community and beyond. His cousin, Michelle Rodriguez, revealed that despite being 17 years old, Rudy had a mental age of a 10-year-old, adding another layer of concern for his well-being. During the initial stages of the investigation, there were no immediate signs of foul play, and the Houston Police Department, HPD, treated Rudy's case as a missing persons case. However, as time went on, the circumstances surrounding his disappearance began to raise questions and cast doubt on the nature of the situation. It wasn't until recently, 8 years later, on June 29, 2023, that the truth behind Rudy Farias' disappearance started to unravel. A Good Samaritan discovered him at around 8 p.m., lying badly injured outside the Immaculate Heart Church in southeast Houston. The circumstances surrounding his injuries remained unclear, leaving investigators puzzled and raising further doubts about the events that had unfolded over the past 8 years. As the investigation into Rudy Farias' disappearance intensified, it became apparent that there were more layers to the story than initially believed. The shocking revelation that Rudy had never actually been missing and had been living with his mother the entire time left authorities and the community perplexed. Questions swirled about the motive behind his mother's deception and the potential impact it had on Rudy's life. Lieutenant Christopher Zamora, a detective with the Houston Police Department's Missing Persons Unit, disclosed that Santana and Farias had provided false names and dates of birth during interactions with the police over the course of those 8 years. This further deepened the mystery surrounding the case and raised questions about the nature of their relationship and the dynamics within their family. The disappearance of Rudy Farias, once seen as a case of a missing young man with mental health challenges, had now taken a dramatic turn. The search for answers would delve into the depths of the complex dynamics between Rudy and his mother, exposing a web of deceit, alleged abuse, and disturbing revelations that would leave the community in shock and disbelief. As investigators dug deeper into the circumstances surrounding Rudy's disappearance and subsequent discovery, they faced the daunting task of separating fact from fiction. The truth was elusive, and it would require a meticulous examination of evidence, interviews with witnesses, and collaboration with experts to uncover the reality of what transpired during those 8 years. In the wake of the startling revelations surrounding Rudy Farias' case, numerous unanswered questions linger, fueling public curiosity and intensifying the search for truth. As the web of deception unravels, the pieces of this intricate puzzle begin to fall into place, unveiling a complex narrative that demands further exploration. One pressing question that remains is what exactly transpired during the 8 years that Rudy Farias was falsely considered missing. The circumstances surrounding his alleged captivity and the nature of the abuse he claims to have suffered are shrouded in ambiguity. As the investigation progresses, law enforcement agencies and activists alike are determined to uncover the truth behind these distressing allegations. Another baffling aspect of the case is the motive behind Janie Santana's elaborate ruse. Why would a mother concoct an elaborate missing person scenario and deceive the authorities for such a prolonged period? Was it an act of desperation driven by hidden agendas, or a manifestation of a deeper psychological condition? The search for answers delves into the depths of Santana's psyche, attempting to decipher the intricate motivations that propelled her actions. After years of uncertainty, the case of Rudy Farias took a dramatic turn as investigators began to unravel the truth behind his disappearance. Community activist Quanell X played a crucial role in shedding light on the perplexing circumstances surrounding Rudy's alleged 8-year absence. In a shocking revelation, Rudy Farias disclosed to community activist Quanell X that in 2015, when he was initially reported missing, he had actually run away from home. However, his return after just 2 days took a sinister turn. His mother, Janie Santana, convinced him that he would be arrested if he ever tried to escape again. Trapped in a cycle of abuse, Rudy ultimately fled because he could no longer endure a life akin to slavery. This poignant revelation highlights the depths of manipulation and control that Rudy endured under his mother's authority. During a crucial meeting with detectives, Quanell X, emotionally recounting Rudy's ordeal, revealed the horrifying truth. Over the course of the past 8 years, Rudy endured a myriad of physical, sexual, and mental abuse at the hands of his mother, Janie Santana. The depths of her depravity knew no bounds. She subjected Rudy to forced ingestion of psychedelic mushrooms and punished him by confining him to a locked room repeatedly. She even went so far as to convince him that law enforcement was actively pursuing him, manipulating his fear and vulnerability. These deeply disturbing revelations shine a light on the profound trauma that Rudy endured throughout his young life. It is a testament to his strength and resilience that he found the courage to escape and expose the truth. These revelations painted a disturbing picture of the alleged abuse and manipulation that Rudy Farias endured during his supposed disappearance. It shed light on the psychological torment he experienced, living under the false belief that he was a fugitive from the law. However, former Houston detective Mark Stephens raises concerns about the credibility of claims made by activist Quanell X regarding the alleged abuse suffered by Rudy Farias. Conflicting accounts and the potential impact on future legal proceedings cast a shadow of doubt over the veracity of these claims. The search for truth demands a meticulous examination of all available evidence and an unbiased exploration of the facts. The discrepancies between the activist's account and the police's statement added further confusion to an already complex case. The role of community activist Quanell X raises questions. While his initial claims of abuse made on behalf of Rudy Farias garnered attention, conflicting narratives from law enforcement cast doubt on the veracity of his statements. The public clamors for clarity, seeking to understand Quanell X's role and whether his involvement helped or hindered the pursuit of justice. As the layers of deception are slowly peeled away, it becomes evident that Rudy Farias' case is far from a simple tale of a missing person. The intricate web of lies, the alleged abuse, and the psychological complexities intertwine, creating a narrative that challenges conventional understanding. With each revelation, the puzzle pieces align, offering glimpses into the truth that lies beneath the surface. In the relentless pursuit of truth, investigators have made significant strides in unraveling the complexities of Rudy Farias' case. As the fog of deception lifts, the emergence of crucial evidence brings us closer to understanding the harrowing reality that lay hidden for 8 long years. The testimonies of those who were closest to Rudy Farias provide valuable insights into the troubled dynamics of his family life. Jack Brunswick, a neighbor who considered herself a confidant to Rudy, shares her observations of his demeanor and the fear he exhibited around his mother, Janie Santana. These first-hand accounts offer a glimpse into the emotional struggles that Rudy endured before his alleged disappearance. As the investigation unfolds, Adult Protective Services visit Janie Santana's home, further underscoring the gravity of the allegations against her. The search for answers extends beyond the immediate family circle, encompassing the wider community and the potential impact of Santana's actions on others who may have been unwittingly drawn into the web of deceit. The role of Janie Santana, Rudy's mother, takes center stage as investigators delve into her motives and potential psychological conditions. Speculation arises about Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a condition in which a caregiver fabricates or induces illness in another person for personal attention or sympathy. Private investigator Brenda Paradise, who dedicated countless hours to the case, brings attention to Santana's questionable actions and financial motivations. Unraveling the complexities of her psyche may hold the key to unlocking the truth behind the web of deception. The case of Rudy Farias has unraveled a web of deceit that stretches across the years. As new details emerge, it becomes clear that the deception surrounding his disappearance runs deep, leaving investigators and the public grappling with a complex puzzle. As we reach the conclusion of the recent case of Rudy Farias, the veil of deception and cruelty that shrouded his life begins to lift, revealing a complex web of manipulation and abuse. While the journey towards justice is far from over, one thing remains clear: the actions of Janie Santana, Rudy's mother, have left an indelible mark on the lives of those involved. It is deeply unsettling to realize that despite the horrors Rudy endured at the hands of his own mother, Janie Santana has yet to face charges for her deceitful actions. The depths of her manipulation and the profound impact it had on Rudy's well-being cannot be overlooked. However, as the investigations continue to unfold, we hold steadfast in our belief that a punishment befitting the magnitude of her crimes will be delivered. The pursuit of justice is a relentless endeavor, driven by the collective will to protect the vulnerable and hold those responsible accountable for their actions. Rudy's story serves as a stark reminder that no one is immune to the darkness that can reside within the human heart. It is through cases like his that we are called to strengthen our resolve, ensuring that justice prevails and that those who perpetrate such heinous acts are held responsible. The road to healing for Rudy Farias and others affected by this case may be long and arduous, but it is our collective duty to support them on their journey. The scars left by the years of deception and abuse will not fade easily, but with the steadfast commitment of law enforcement, advocates, and society as a whole, we can create an environment where such atrocities are not only exposed but prevented. As we reflect on the case of Rudy Farias, let us not forget the power of empathy, compassion, and vigilance. It is in our hands to ensure that the voiceless are heard, the innocent are protected, and justice is served. May Rudy's story ignite a fervor within us to fight against all forms of abuse and deception, standing as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering pursuit of truth. While the wheels of justice continue to turn, we stand united, demanding a just resolution for Rudy Farias and all who have suffered at the hands of those they should have trusted most. Let us not rest until justice is served, and may the light of truth guide us towards a future where such atrocities are no longer a part of our reality. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest true crime cases. We appreciate having you as part of our community as we explore the mysteries that continue to fascinate us all. Stay curious and remember, justice may stay hidden in the darkest corner. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.